Okay, I know there was a ton of information in our last video, so I want to make sure that we can concentrate on a particular set of polygons. We said polygons are closed figures with 3 or more sides. When we were being organized, we said, okay, 3-sided, those are triangles. And then we decided to go organized 4-sided. 4-sided are quadrilaterals, means 4 sides, means 4 sides. So we have quadrilaterals. Remember, when we classify our quadrilaterals, we look at sides, we look at parallel sides, and we look at angles. So first, when you're looking, you want to say, okay, talk about a very typical, that you've known forever, shape. Right there, we have a square. And remember, when you talked about squares before, you talked about 4 equal sides. And that is one part of a square's definition. It does have 4 equal sides. It also has 2 sets of parallel sides. Remember what I mean by parallel. It goes on and on forever without touching. That's one set of parallel sides. You kind of see that show up. See how it's a set of parallel sides? We have another set of parallel sides in there. When we look, it's actually a pretty fantastic drawing on my part. I'm generally not that good. You guys know that. There's another set of parallel sides. So there are 2 sets of parallel sides. And then we also have angles. We need to look. There are 4 right angles, or 4 90-degree angles. They make a square. And there are 4 of those, okay? The other shape that you're pretty familiar with, that's more typical drawing for me. What's that one? It's a rectangle. Now again, does this one have 4 equal sides? It does not, okay? The sides are not equal. But let's look at the next thing. It does have 2 sets of parallel sides. See how these sides are parallel? And then look at these sides being parallel, if I could draw perfectly. Okay, parallel lines go on and on forever without ever touching. So they do have those 2 sets of parallel sides. Now let's look at the angles. What do you notice about the angles? Same as a square. We have 4 right angles, or sometimes they're called 90-degree angles. So we've got squares and we've got rectangles. Now, I'm really bad at drawing this one. I'm going to try really hard. Not so good. Yeah, I tried really hard on that one. I just am not the best artist. Remember what we called that when you guys were little? Shines bright like a, what? Like a diamond, right? We don't use the word diamond anymore. We like to sound smarter than that when we're in 3rd grade. Shines bright like a rhombus. Okay, so again, with this one, back in the old days, we called it a diamond, but now we call this a rhombus.